talk about it right here. We gon' talk about everything you like. I'ma make it real clear. It's Tynee Talks right here. We gon' talk about it right here. I'ma talk about everything you like. I'ma make it real clear, cause it's Tynee Talks. And I'ma talk about it. Yeah, cause it's Tynee Talks. And I'ma talk about it. And welcome to the Tynee Talks podcast, the podcast that educates and entertains, the podcast where you come to laugh and learn. And I know y'all can see these fine ladies right here, obviously.
Merry Christmas.
Tonight is a special episode, y'all, because we doing a 2022 year-end recap, baby. We wrapping up 2022 because out with the old and in with the new, because 2022 drained me. Baby, it drained me. I mean, it was the good stuff. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to introduce my guest. I just got this microphone. Is this thing going?
Is this thing on?
All right, y'all. I don't know how to act. As you can see, we getting into the spirit with these ho-ho-hos and these happy holidays, okay?
Can we cuss on your show?
Yeah. Can you cuss?
Okay.
This is a safe place. Around these parts, we love God, but we cuss a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you are more than welcome to do what the spirit leads you to do. I don't know if it's a cussing spirit in you, but if it's a cussing spirit in you, go ahead and cuss, baby. Go ahead and cuss. But anyway, enough of that. So again, like I said, we're doing a 2022 recap. If you follow Tynee Talks, or if you follow my regular page on Facebook, Tynee, formerly known as Sims Rogers, I do a lot of recaps, a lot of watch. I like a lot of TV. I like a lot of pop culture. I consume a lot of things. And so, of course, we're doing a recap of all the craziness that occurred in 2022, from the highs to the lows to the deaths to this ongoing trial of Megan Thee Stallion. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my guests. You can see their names across the show, but I'm going to go ahead and say it out loud. We got my girl, Shanquella.
Hi.
What up, though?
What up, though?
Where you hailing from?
Grand Rapids, Michigan, 616, Settlement, Ethel, Southeast Side.
Okay, Gunru. Okay, girl. We got my girl Shanita in the building. Where you hailing from?
Hey, Plant S. Okay.
By way of Atlanta.
Way of Atlanta. But all day, every day.
All day, everything. And of course, we got my beautiful cousin. You've seen her on the show before, giving you guys the skin tips. You also met Shaniqua before on the show when we did the episode on Shaniqua. It's all in the name, child. But we got my beautiful cousin Kendra on the show. What's up,
Hey,
Ken?
Hey, what up, though?
Where you hailing from, baby?
Beecher, Michigan, Fleming Road, 48504. But I've been in Atlanta for quite some time, so I have an honorary peach.
Okay, honorary peach. She said Beecher, Michigan. Like, can you put Beecher on the address?
And can
you?
They're gonna know exactly where it's at the post office.
You can literally put it on the envelope.
You know what? I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
It's not gonna go anywhere.
It's gonna go to Mount Morris.
It's gonna go to Mount Morris.
So they know that Beecher is gonna put it in Mount Morris. They know where O'Brien at.
They know where it's at.
They know where O'Brien at. They know where Flamingo Drive is at.
They know where David Burger is at.
And do.
Okay, period. Okay. And of course, your girl Tynee Talks is hailing from Fly City, Michigan, North Side all day, but currently residing in Dallas, Texas. So, what up, though? I was trying to be cute and not wear my glasses, but I can't see. So, baby, I'm old. I am old, but it's all to the good. So we're going to get right into it. Grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, and we're going to get right into it. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
But before we get into the celebrity stuff. I want y'all to share with me what was the highlight of your 2022. What was the highlight? And we're gonna start with Shanita. What's your highlight of 2022, baby?
Highlight for me was buying my house, and I'm about to sell the house that I was in. So that was my highlight for.
Congrats.
You better own a house and then sell a house and then buy a new house.
Okay.
We love it. Kendra, what was the highlight of your 2022?
My highlight is going back to school. Nurse Kendra Loading.
Nurse Kendra
Awesome.
Loading. She was top tier. She's still a top tier esthetician. She's trying to take her talents on over to the hospital. And my girl's
Absolutely.
gonna be a nurse.
Get that bag. I'm trying to have all the niggas tiptoe on my marble floors. How about that?
Hello, nurse. Baby, when you walk up in that room, the blood pressure gonna rise. Blood pressure is rising.
And gonna know how to get it back down.
Woo!
I know that's right.
I know that's right. And Shaniqua, what was the highlight of your 2022?
I survived. Baby, I'm here, like Sophia say. Okay,
Amen.
what I
And
got?
you know what? We take advantage of that because we think that a blessing has to be tangible, like a thing. But the fact that you remain and you're in good mental health, we love that.
Yeah,
We love a sound-minded queen. Okay, you're in sound mind and body and spirit,
I
and we
am.
love it. Well, if y'all been following Today Talks, y'all know what the highlight of my year is. Baby, I got married. I'm somebody's wife. He bought the cow, y'all, and I gave that milk away for free. Baby
Was
was
a
giving the
hay.
milk away for free left and right.
Baby, because that's almond milk over there.
Okay. Good almond.
Baby, good old organic almond milk, baby. And I gave it away. I'm not telling you girls to take my route, but
But bust it over for a real nigga is what you trying to say.
And
I busted over for a real nigga. It could be the tequila talking, but
Oh,
shall we move forward? All right, y'all. We're gonna get this recap started off with Will Smith, the slap heard around the world. And what y'all think about it? Come on, chime in.
keep my wife's name out your mouth. That's what he said. But
And
you know,
that's what
those
you better
Virgos will
do.
have you cutting up like that. So
Who's the
What have you?
Virgo?
Who's
they
Virgo?
think it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, oh, okay.
Mhm.
So, okay, Kendra, speak on the Virgos.
Well,
That's your
hint.
house. Come on, Kenny.
Well, those Virgos, you know, they have this side that just kind of brings out the roar out of niggas. So
It brings it
so
out.
yes, absolutely. Makes you get beside yourself. But I think with Will, I think it has nothing. I think it has a lot to do with Jada and nothing to do with Jada. I think that was a combination of a lot of things that he's been going through. Was it the right place to do it? No. However, is it ever the right place to kind of just, finally just go off? It's never the right place, but
Mm-mm.
unfortunately, his was televised.
Unfortunately,
I just
his
can't
was
believe he
televised.
said he let him do it though.
What you mean he let him do it? Who let who do what?
Like Chris Rock, you on the stage and you see he's going back and forth with you, and then he gets up on the stage and he's walking towards you. You don't block it or
I think
Yeah.
he was in shock. Like,
Yeah.
You think he was in shock?
yeah, like sometimes when something happens like that, like you don't know, you can't believe it. Like you just standing there, but you're like, what?
he was stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
I
surely he
think
wasn't
that
going to slap him on the Oscar stage. I don't think anybody was expecting that.
I don't think anyone is too, but I think we all come from like Michigan, especially the Flint girls. So I think we always on guard. Like, what you walking towards me for? Like, what's that
Mhm.
about? So we gonna be like, you know what I mean? That's what we on. That's
And
the
ain't
type
he
of
from
energy.
Brooklyn?
Chris
Ain't
Rock,
Chris
yeah,
Rock
Chris
from
he is
Rock
from
Brooklyn?
is
Brooklyn.
from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I think he's been in white world for a very long time. And when you're in white world, sometimes you just, I don't know, you forget. He's been in white world for over 20 years, so maybe he lost that Brooklyn edge. His brother Tony Rock ain't lost it.
Okay.
At all. At
Not
all.
one bit. And so we're gonna move right along, and of course, we got to talk about Kimye and Pete Davidson. Now, word on the curb is that Pete Davidson was taking that heat.
I heard that
And
too. I
I'm
wish she had an
surprised,
OnlyFans
honey.
so I could see it.
you wish that you could see it.
Yeah. I'm curious.
You want to see. You want to us. You want them to show us the meat,
Yeah, I do.
like
I want to see
Arby's.
what it looks like. Yeah, I want to see what it looks like.
Well, they said Kim. You know, Kim ain't around here on no being a sausages baby. She only jumping ship to a white man if he bringing the heat and the meat.
Right.
But
That's correct.
he ain't got
Baby bringing the heat and the meat.
That's
in him.
correct.
So what y'all think about Kanye West going crazy? You think it's because Kim got that good? You think because he's possessive? You think it's because he a Gemini? Like, I mean, come on, what is he been in the news
I
since
don't think that got nothing to do with
January?
I think he just had his own little thing going on, and I don't think he all the way crazy. I just think his delivery is a little off, but some of the stuff he's saying ain't all far fetched. You know, he just it's just the messenger. But sometimes you gotta just take the message. I think he got a little bit of sense. He's just going through. He don't know how to say it
He
correctly.
don't, he don't know how to say it.
He don't know how to say. He just he a little touched, but
I feel like with all that money, you need to pay somebody to speak for you. Hire you a Luther. You need to do something.
He's manic.
he need to take a break. That's what he needs.
He do need to take a break. He definitely needs to
To do.
take a step back, and I don't think he has any more aunties to tell him, "Boy, come
Hmm.
sit your ass down."
Right.
I don't think he has that anymore. I think he probably has, but he's probably pushed them off to the side. And it's only
Hmm.
so much, Aunt May go say before she be like, "All right, I'm gonna just let you go. I'm gonna let Jesus handle it."
Because
And
Hmm.
Jennifer Lewis told him she antiqued it right quick and said, "Shut up."
She
it
sure
did.
did.
Well,
She
she has
did.
a lot of what she says. She has a little bit of
She has
bipolar.
bipolar
She's
disorder.
bipolar too,
Hmm.
so she's dealt with manic episodes
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, and my mom was manic, so I know, I know how that goes. Hers was more, she leaned more so into the spiritual side of things, as sometimes you can hear Kanye kind of lean into that. He's leaning into the politics side of his manic, but it comes in different forms. And to Ken's point, I think he maybe has pushed his family away. I don't think
Hmm.
all the elders in his family have passed on like his mother, but I think that he's pushed them away to the point where they probably have washed their hands with it. But if he was in my family, somebody would have been cussed him out,
Yeah, exactly.
and we went beyond that. And I'm gonna kind of go out of order because this is the order. I'm reading off a list, but this is hot right now, and it's on the list. It's been ongoing, and so we're just gonna get into it. What y'all think about this trial? Meg, Tori, Kelsey, me, you, your mama, everybody in this trial. They might call me. They might subpoena me next week.
Listen,
So,
everybody. I think I kind of stopped being able to catch up after I think the lawyer had said that Kelsey had pleaded the fifth. Would she plead the fifth?
Hmm.
And then they basically were saying that she couldn't do
She couldn't
something
remember.
because she had already made a statement 2 years ago. I
Hmm.
didn't realize this happened like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah,
hmm
this happened during right before the pandemic took
hmm
our
Hmm.
lives. So it happened like right at the brink of the pandemic when we were still kind of outside.
Mm-hmm.
So are they saying now that it was somebody else? Because now they have the witnesses saying that they saw somebody that they saw both of them shoot Megan.
So what I've been reading is that Kelsey asked for immunity for whatever reason. To me, that screams guilt. If I'm asking for immunity, that means that I either know something or I did something, and I don't want to be punished for that. However, the defense told her that immunity does not protect you from perjury. So, if you get up here lying, your ass will still go to jail. That's first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she, on a lot of things that they asked her, she did plead the fifth, and she also said that she couldn't remember. She got a clear case of amnesia, um, as what they call not chronic.
Selective amnesia.
When some, yeah, elective amnesia, but what when it's not chronic? But come on, nurse. When it's not acute, she had
Oh,
a case of acute amnesia that happened to show up when they called her ass to the stand. She got acute amnesia, and now she don't remember nothing. But then they pulled up those recordings from September, and baby, your memory was working fine. So what happened from September, December? We'll never know.
yeah, because that I think they were saying that statement matched what Meg The Stallion's like verbatim of what she said. So it's gonna be kind of hard for her to pull herself out of this whole. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
There's so many conflicting stories. I don't understand how there's gunpowder residue on Kylie's hands. And I mean, yeah, her and Kim. What's the girl name? Not
Yeah,
Kylie.
baby. There was no
Kelsey.
gunpowder.
That's
First
what
of all, come on.
they did say that.
Before you get me sued, there was no gunpowder on Kylie.
Not
There was
Kylie.
gunpowder on Kelsey.
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 We,
There's two K's. Kelsey had the gunpowder and Tori, right?
that is correct. But
Allegedly.
baby, you said Kylie, and we ain't about to get
Okay, not
sued.
Kylie. Not
Okay.
Kylie. Not Kylie.
Yes,
But
Kelsey.
Kim, that's what confuses me. Because I mean, how can you get it on there if you don't shoot the gun?
So I feel like this is a case of friendship gone wrong. I
Mm,
feel like there's a little bit of jealousy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And if you're a jealous bitch, you might shoot a bitch.
But I don't think
So
it was jealousy from Kelsey because didn't they say Meg came back and screwed her niggas behind her? So I think it was the immediate bitch. Are you? I know you fucking lying. Like you fucked all my niggas like behind my back, bitch. I think it was
Uh-huh.
spur of the moment. Like wow, and you
Mhm.
got this nigga telling me, and you supposed to be my homegirl. Like if you gonna do that, at least don't let nobody else come and tell me. You supposed to be my. I'm
My
loyal to
girl.
you. You supposed to be my girl, and you got this nigga coming and telling me this shit. Like wow, I think that probably was more likely what happened and the reason why I don't know I think maybe I don't know if the girl I don't know if the girl shot her but I do know whether if they both were tussling
Mhm.
for the gun because there's no reason gunpowder don't splatter that far so
Correct.
you got to be in very very close range so I do believe it was probably maybe somebody grabbed the gun when he probably was trying to shoot and because for one of the witnesses were saying that they saw a girl shoot, but then
Mm.
Meg was saying that she didn't see where Kelsey was. She only
Mhm.
saw what's the young man's name?
Tori. So
Tori.
maybe Kelsey shot and Tori was trying to keep her from doing it. That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Hmm. So do y'all think that's why Tori the whole time was saying, I ain't shoot her, I ain't shoot her, I ain't shoot her. I was trying to stop. But 5 rounds was let off. And one shot is an accident.
Yeah. No, she was trying to shoot her.
so they
5 shots is I'm trying to shoot you.
Yeah, because where did the
Yeah.
whole comment? So then where'd the whole comment of dance bitch come from?
Fake.
Why would he say that if he wasn't the one
That's so
shooting?
fake. That's
You think
so
that's
so
fake?
fake.
Was that
Yes.
fake?
Yes. I think it's fake. I don't know, but it doesn't even sound plausible. That ain't something that I don't think so.
I felt like that maybe that was fake because Meg is not known for dancing. If this was Lorianne or J Lo
Boom cat.
or Sierra,
I mean, working dance, that's dance. She's
Mm-mm.
that's dance.
that's dancing. Then I'd be like, I mean, but Meg is not known as a dancer for you to, as your angry warning before the shooting, to be like, dance, bitch.
Hey,
True.
he's about to shoot you, so he's making you move your feet. That's what he's talking about. Like dance, like he's gonna shoot.
Mhm.
Oh.
You're gonna be moving around. I think that's what that meant. Not basically like if you don't dance, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't it. No. I don't think that
Yeah,
was it.
no, not like that. I was thinking like if you say now dance, bitch, like thinking. I guess my mind took it to me like if you're a person that sings and they're about to shoot you in the throat, and they're like, okay, now sing, bitch.
No, I thought he was aiming at her feet. So like damn, like move. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot you in your
Mhm.
throat.
Listen,
Damn.
That was very extreme, but we
whatever.
get it.
I'm motherfucking tired. Okay, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this all of it. It's just too much.
I'm
It's
ready
too
to
natural
wrap it up.
for
Is
what's
it
going.
time to wrap it up, B?
It's time
Yeah.
to wrap it up.
Did he do it? Did you do? Whoever, girl, are
Who?
you at this point? Leave it alone.
It's like a case of who done it.
Yeah.
20 years from now, this is going to be a game of Clue.
Clue. Yeah.
And they're going to be like, who shot Megan? That's
I
going to be
just
the
said
name of the
that in
game.
the shade room. I literally posted in the shade room. At this point, it was Colonel Mustard in the library
With the musket. With the musket.
with the musket. Okay, make no damn sense.
It don't. But I was starting to get the vibes. Like this was feeling. I guess because we consume social media every day and we're constantly on the shade room and the
Mhm.
neighborhood talk. So for like our generation, this kind of feels like an OJ trial,
Okay.
except it's not on like mainstream media, but it's on hip hop media that we consume. So it
Mhm.
feels that major.
That is
Whew.
true.
So in conclusion, do y'all think Tory shot Meg, or do y'all think Kelsey shot Meg, or do y'all think I used to say maybe the gun dropped and the gun went off, but now that we learned that 5 rounds went off, it's like someone did this.
Okay, because first they were saying was she shot, so now they know she's been shot. Because I
Yes,
checked a time ago because it's too much. So she did get shot.
she did get shot and
Mhm.
she lied. The reason why people are calling her a liar because previously she said that it was just glass in her foot because
Mm-hmm.
she did not want the police to come and shoot Tory
Yeah.
because we know how the
Hmm.
police operates when it comes to black folks.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay. And then she lied about sleeping with him too. So her credibility kind of is.
Okay, I did. This is what I wanted to touch on because Ken, you brought up the fact that Kelsey probably was looking like, bitch, you slept with my. Do you think in their friendship did they have a history of sharing dudes, or do you think they had a history of going behind each other's back, sleeping with each other's guys?
That one.
Yeah.
They have a history of which one?
The second. She
Sleeping
probably
behind each other's back.
the line. You know. You know that one friend. Oh, girl, he used to talk to me. You know that kind of.
We all know them.
Third grade. He tried to talk to me.
Ah.
One of them.
But didn't she hook? Didn't Meg hook Kelsey up with Tory Lanez?
Or yeah,
Mhm.
So I think I'm more inclined to believe that this is something that they did. They just shared them in. And maybe the issue came when she didn't share this one, or at least didn't let her know. Like Kim was saying, like, why you ain't let me know that you did that? Like, we've been fucking on niggas all the time, sharing them. Why you ain't say why you ain't
Yeah.
coming back to Texas to do that? If that's what you wanted to do, and we've been doing this all the time, you should have just said something.
hmm.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, I can't understand stuff, so maybe that's why. Mm. I don't.
I'm not into that.
I,
Look at
I
Kendra blinking.
Mm.
don't, I don't speak that language. Mm.
Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do
Get
it.
somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do
And
it.
before we move on with Meg, Tori, and Kelsey, I did want to bring up the fact that these men are slut shaming Meg. Men who have had multiple whores, I don't want to call them whores, but men who have had multiple ladies within the same month, within the same
Hmm.
week, within the
That-
same day, within the same hour, slut shaming
Wow.
Meg. And I just want to say she slept with some guys and everyone has gone. I'm gonna say everybody, but a lot of women have gone through what we like to call the
The
whole
whole
thing.
face.
That's
No
where
one is
you
above.
the fifth.
You said you plead the fifth.
I said that's where you should, Kelsey.
Plead the fifth.
Mhm.
Meg, but the thing is, they're putting Meg, like people who have slept with her are putting the information out there. So it's
Yeah.
like, can you plead the fifth against someone exposing that they were intimate with you.
I don't have to acknowledge you exposing me. It's untrue.
It, it was all a lie.
Come on, guys.
It's all a-
It's me. The pop, the movie. Mm-mm.
yeah, because I just don't everyone has had a situation. And that does not make you less of a woman or less credible because you've had sexual experiences with multiple people. I'll just say that. That doesn't put you in as a whole, and that doesn't make you less worthy of justice because they're putting her
Yeah,
sexual history on display when her sexual history isn't on trial. She's not accusing someone of rape.
Right.
right.
He's accusing someone of shooting her, which someone did shoot her.
And it's always funny to me how people just be acting so holier than thou on these social sites. Like, yeah, okay, if somebody was to pull your whole facts,
Mm.
we be having the same conversation and to
Yes.
you too. But
Clutches pearls.
nobody knows you, so therefore we'll never know.
We'll never know. But what I will say, because it's on record, that I was a virgin until I got married on May 15th, 2022.
You know what? And you're my cousin, so I will second that motion.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And I know many of you are thinking, you have a son who was delivered by a stork, immaculate conception. And we're going to just move the fuck on.
I'm sorry.
Next is, oh, this tears my heart apart. Shanquella Robinson. Go
Mm.
ahead. Anyone who wants to speak on that first.
Fuck them friends.
Whew.
I wouldn't even say them was her friends, cause
Whoever that was.
Frenemies.
right,
Friendlies, jealousy.
yeah.
It
Hmm.
reminded me, it was somewhere maybe in Baltimore like 4 years ago. It was a young lady. She was very young, like 22, and she opened up a hair salon. And
Mhm.
some people in the neighborhood got jealous and murdered her in her hair salon.
Mm.
What?
That's what it made me think of when they started talking about how the friends was, just did her like that. That's just, I don't understand why when the Mexican authorities came and the doctor was trying to revive her and he was saying that they needed to go to the doctor, why he trusted them to know that she was okay and he's a doctor.
Hmm.
That's
Right.
that's yeah, that's a lot to unpack. I couldn't even watch that video. Once I seen she was
Mm-mm.
naked, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't watch another video. Anytime I see was the DL Hewley and all the police videos, I just keep scrolling because that stuff you start to internalize. But the fact that the so-called friends, did that to her and
Mm-hmm.
some guys there, it's just kind of like
Yeah.
sad. It's just sad.
It reminded me, and it's so sad that we have all these examples of this reminded me of the young lady in Chicago that went into
Kanika
the
Jenkins.
freezer. Kanika
Mm.
Jenkins, thank you, Shaniqua, for saying that. And no one, it's another who done it.
Yep.
Hmm.
No one knows the details. No one knows what happened. And then I'm really upset with the criminal justice system because when we watch movies and we have lived in real life
Mm-hmm.
where when it comes to like white death, they'll use all of their resources to go investigate further.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of like, oh, her friend said they don't know what happened. Okay, case closed. We're gonna move forward. And that's what happened with Kaneka Jenkins in Chicago. And the verdict is still out about Shanquella Robinson. I know a lot of activists are advocating for her justice. And I just, Ken, you said FTF, F those friends. And we keep using the term friends with these people, but they were not her friends. These were some acquaintances who did not like her very much.
And then just for the first 24 hours,
Hmm.
like y'all knew what y'all were doing beforehand. And that's just it. That's just evil. Just evil.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
even
just
for them to say, you ain't, at least you could fight back. Like that was audio recorded. At least you could fight back.
Yep.
Really?
Mm.
So rest in peace, Shanquella Robinson. We will say your name until, to justice prevails. Like I was saying earlier, I was with my nail tech earlier, and she was saying like she was talking about black people, but I don't like when we lump us in a sum in a negative way to say we black people, we forget, like we ain't talking about this no more. We're not talking about that no more. And that's by design.
Mm.
The media cycle is I want to say organized or made to be in a 24-hour news cycle. So yesterday's news is old news.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not indicative of us as black people. That's just culturally in America or the world.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yesterday's news is old news, and on to the next latest salacious story.
Right.
And so, yeah, about that. So we're gonna move right on. We're gonna talk about some white. Uh, we've been talking about a lot of black salacious topics, but let's get on to the white. And one of them, this person next that we're gonna talk about really let me know that I already knew this, but it let me know that white privilege was top tier. And we're talking none other than Anna Delvey inventing Anna.
I don't have time for this. I'm waiting
Baby,
on my check and you will get paid.
can we go into the Gucci store and say, "Give me this, my daddy go give it to me later"?
Ma'am, you gonna be in touch.
I'ma say I'm locked up.
Listen, they're going to have me on ATL school.
Baby, you gonna be plastered all over the shade room.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm, mm.
Okay, like inventing Anna was so dynamic in the sense that this woman went to the bank.
Right.
She went to the bank and told them, gave them a business. Scratch that. Didn't even have a business plan.
She didn't. She didn't even have a folder. She didn't even have a manila folder, okay? She came
And
there with a speech.
Yo.
Baby, she came in there with white skin.
Okay.
Baby walked through the doors and said, I would like a building where I can have
Mm, mm,
rich
mm,
fancy
mm.
people come in and they got the treatment and they got the that and I got the that and I would like $40 million. And they
She
was
was
like,
the
approved.
audacity for them to be like, okay, well, we have to check. You have to check.
She was
You
offended.
don't believe me?
No.
No, not at all.
And the
Just
fact that
horrible.
oh,
they
oh,
were offended, that she was offended that they didn't, she was offended that they were going through their natural protocol.
Hmm.
But then they were offended that she was offended and was like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. We see it every day.
Every day. How do
It's
y'all
like
feel
the
about
rules
this?
just don't apply. Like, nope, the rules don't apply
At
to me.
all.
I
They
want
don't
y'all to
apply.
try this tomorrow. We got a few days before 2022 ends. I want you guys, any idea that anybody got any ideas here? I know Ken has a business. Would you like more money for your business?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go try it.
I charge you to go to Chase Bank tomorrow.
Okay.
charge.
I charge you. Don't bring any documents,
Okay.
not one. You
Okay.
bring
But
that nice.
I'm gonna
You bring
forward
that
you
nice
my
rack that
attorney's
you have.
information just in case.
Baby, because the way the state of Texas played me when I was just trying to get a driver's license.
Not a driver's license.
Serious. When I had to transfer my driver's license from Michigan to Texas,
Mm-hmm.
they was treating me like I was an illegal alien.
Oh, they want you to bring your Georgia Power, Comcast, consumers,
A
your
blood
birth
sample.
certificate.
My great grandmother's fingerprint, all kind of stuff. They was sending me through.
They said
They
we want
wanted you to bring a
the
bill of sale from your ancestors that was sold.
But ma'am, just go in the bank.
I'm here.
That's wild.
That's literally insane. But you know what? Shout out to Anna Delvey. You are a city girl.
Okay, big
Which
time.
brings me to my next point. Caresha,
Please,
please.
Real bad.
please.
Real bad.
Baby, anybody can start this off.
Real bad.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I love it.
City
I
Girls
love
up
it.
100 billion points.
Billions.
Because, baby, here's the thing. I've never been a city girl.
Mm-mm.
When I was on the brink of being a hot girl, and shout out to Caresha and Meg and Big Lotto and all these young ladies. Just I know that we don't want to say power comes with sexuality, but
Lori
because
Harvey.
look, the pinnacle, Lord,
Okay.
I
She
just
really got
want to
niggas shit.
I really want to shout out these girls, and not just based on sex, but not allowing the moniker of whore or hoe or all these
Hmm.
things to stop them from moving forward and doing the reverse of what has been done to women for centuries, because we live in patriarchy and we live in misogyny and misogyneer and all of those adjectives that we live in.
Baby.
And I just
Baby,
want to
the
say
men
that
podcasters are mad. They're shaking in their boots.
they're sick to their stomachs.
They're so upset.
And
They're
they're not doing
so
anything but just dating.
that's it.
That's it. Dating.
That's it. And I'm so glad that you said that, Ken, because and I've said this previously and I'm gonna say it again. I don't think young black boys and young black girls are taught how to date. And I don't think we're taught how to date because we're raised in the church. The majority of us are raised in the church, and most black girls are raised to be wise. You're raised not to be fast. How many of you guys heard "Don't be fast"? My grandma would say, "Don't be fast. Don't wear red lipstick," which I'm wearing right now, because red lipstick represents a Jezebel. Like all these things that we were told while we saw the young men in the church getting girls pregnant, doing these things, young ladies having to come to the front of the church and apologize for being pregnant as if Johnny the Third didn't knock her up, but he doesn't have to get to the front of the pew. And all these things. So I congratulate these girls for taking their power back, even though it seems very sexual and on the brink of my hot girl summer. Well, just when I was about to become a city girl, I got snatched up by my husband.
Yeah, I didn't get that upbringing. My grandmother gave me the advice to keep a pair and a spare.
She so
Hmm.
did.
So I
Hmm.
learned how to date.
And my mother always preached to me, "It's yours, mine, and ours till we say I do." Because you single until you married.
That's right.
Now that was Beverly's number one thing. My mom always said you're single till you're married. She
That's right.
always said that. But I think with me, even though I was getting that message from my mom that you're single until you're married, I also see my mom be faithful to every man that she dated.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she was with that man, she was with that man. And I took on that characteristic, even though she said you're single till you're married. She would mostly enact that if she found out that they did something, like cheated, and then she's gonna cheat. My mama gonna cheat back.
She said she gonna get her lick back.
Baby, she's gonna get her lick back and want you to walk through the door and say something.
Oh
And
Lord.
did.
So
And
I got a question. So how far does single till you married go? Like, what does that mean when if you're in a relationship and and when you're a fiance, does that change? Because that don't make no sense to me. Because if we waiting to get down to the aisle and then once we married, okay, now I'm not cheating on you. That doesn't set. you know what I'm saying, the marriage to make no sense. It just doesn't make sense. I think once we get into the relationship, it's like me and you, we in a relationship, and that's it. My understanding is we're together, and and then if it doesn't work out, I'll move on. But waiting, I mean, you know what I'm saying, having multiple,
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's single to you married means um at the end of the day, you're not legally bound to someone. There's, you can say, yeah, I have a boyfriend, yeah, I have a fiance, but if something was to happen, unless y'all got some papers between y'all, you here sitting on the couch just with the rest of us mourning, and that's it. However, when you're in a relationship, what I feel like our family members taught us was don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Date, figure out what you like, and then if it's okay, I like this person. We're gonna go ahead and settle down, and it's we're in agreement of okay, we're gonna focus on one another. Then yes, we're just not like okay, we're just single. We're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
However, when we get like you said, Tanae, when we start dating someone, we just automatically focus on one person. But when you're dating, you're supposed to date. That's not a relationship, and it's two
Right.
totally different things. If you're dating, okay, I'm gonna go out with you, and then the next day I may go out with somebody else. That's dating. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have sexual intercourse or anything, but you're getting to know, okay, well, this is what I like about this person. This is what I don't like about this. You're getting to know what you want for your forever to be, because you can't honestly know what you want. You shouldn't wait to know what you want until you get married, because then that's when you're gonna have a whole lot of problems trying to figure out, oh well shit, I didn't figure this out before because I only dated two men in my
Mm-hmm.
20s.
Right.
That's
Mhm.
true. So y'all think Caresha is dating? Because I think that
Yeah.
Diddy's dating, but I don't think Caresha's dating.
I think I think, like she said in her thing, she has two children. She had kids young. She's in her early. I mean, she was 26, 27.
27 or 28, I believe.
She's young. So the thing is, she's had her, kids already. Um, she's got this career. And I think, like she said, love will just slow her down because she's really big on being in a relationship, and that be what she put her focus on. So, I mean, if you with somebody like Diddy, I don't think
Right.
what else you gonna date.
That's exactly what I was gonna say because I mean, because that caliber, you getting private jets flown out and all of that stuff. I mean, she
And
gonna
he
have to
seems to be
date.
something that she really likes. So
Yeah.
if you come across somebody and it's just like, okay, well, I like this person, she may be dating, so we don't know. She may,
That's true.
be
She
entertaining some
could
old
have
niggas in the
a
hood.
Miami dude. That's what I was gonna say. She still like hood dudes, like
Hmm.
Sukiana. Like you
Oh,
know, I know Sukiana and Caresha are now on different. They were at one point equal, but then when Caresha stepped her dating up,
Mhm.
now she's into upper echelon men. But I would say that to your point, Ken, like dating and to answer your question, Shanita, dating is you're letting both at the beginning you're letting it be known up front. Hey, I'm dating other people. And then you have a conversation as you're dating multiple people, then you might find yourself spending more time with that one person. And then you and that person end up having a conversation like, hey, well, let's be exclusive now. So then once you make the decision amicably that we're going to be exclusive, then that's how cheating happens. It's
Hmm.
not cheating if we both said that I'm gonna see you on Tuesday, I'm gonna see Dan on Thursday, or you don't even got to let the right hand know what the left hand doing.
You
You could just
don't.
say, hey, I'm dating multiple people and I'm not exclusive with you right now. And
Mhm.
that's where we get into. That's why I say when black people get into troubled territory with that, because a lot of black men are raised into misogyny. So they make a woman feel bad, or they start calling you like they're doing mad. Oh, you a hoe or you a whore because you have expressed that I'm not just seeing you. And to your point, Ken, I'm seeing other people doesn't mean you're sleeping with everybody. You might be sleeping with Kevin, but then you're just dating Tom and Larry.
It's
You
Hmm.
it's hard for them to think that. I remember when I met my daughter's father, he could not understand the concept of casual dating when I said it. He really thought I was sleeping with everybody.
know, and
I
that's
think
where
I think a lot of Michigan girls have that. kind of, idea of how to date. Like we can be like, okay, I'm dating you, and so what? Down here, it's a lot of women in the South. Is they're more, a little bit more docile, a little bit more
Mm.
homemakers, and what we're supposed to, quote unquote, supposed to be. You marry the person that you was a high school sweetheart, college
Mhm.
sweetheart, and up north we like, what?
If it don't
Okay,
work out, next.
next. Mhm.
And we're okay with that, you know.
Mhm.
You're right. Maybe that is a Flint thing. Maybe that's a Midwest thing. But you're right. There is culturally a difference from the South to the North, for
Mhm.
sure. So, can I get a Carisha, please?
Carisha, please.
Carisha, please. Shout out to the City Girls. Keep
Yes.
dating Diddy. Keep getting your back. And to answer your point, Shanita, the other day, Game made a post and said he wished he had somebody like Carisha, like Diddy do. And
I,
Carisha responded and said, I am single.
She said,
She
single.
sure
I
did. She sure
say,
did.
also would say that's my man. It depends. To me, it depends on what he doing to embarrass her when she's single. I feel like the expectation of his women is probably to be only with him, but he's okay with him having all these different women. So that's the only thing that I'm not, I don't want for her. She brings something to the table too. So I think it's whack that, oh, Carisha, you get that because Diddy is this, but it's like she brings something too, so she shouldn't have to accept him being the way he is just to get a man of that caliber. To me,
Hmm. I didn't notice that till you just said that because the one girl, she was going hard on her and was like, this is my man. I think that maybe she didn't like that girl because with all the other girls, she ain't tripping about. I think
Mhm.
maybe that other girl was just trying to make it seem like she was the only one or number one. And Carisha was like, let me chop her down to size because, bitch, you tried it.
And I think it's just picking too, because I know if I got you bothering, I'm gonna keep going. And Tanae, you know that for a fact. If I know I'm under your skin and I know I'm bothering you,
We're going to move on. We're, everybody take a drink. If you don't have a drink, take an imaginary drink.
okay.
Cause Kendra about to we're gonna move on. How does everybody Okay, does Renaissance still have you in a chokehold? Okay, Beyonce, the Virgo of the year, drop Renaissance, her greatest project since
is
Lemonade.
it?
Okay, okay,
Is
talk to
it?
us. You don't like Renaissance?
I do. She's my sister friend girl, Virgo, but I'm just musically, inclined, and I don't think Renaissance is the
You don't think it's the
best.
pinnacle, the best work?
It's different. I think people say it's the best because it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's different. It's a different type of vibe from B. So, but music wise, I think she has far more better albums.
I didn't like it at first, and then I started listening to it all the time, and it grew on me. So I like it. I mean, but I agree with that. It's good, but Beyonce, it's just hard to top. She's just everything she do is good. So it's like, mm,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She is good.
I'm more of a Brandy kind of girl, but that's neither.
I'm more of a Brandy.
Mhm.
I don't want the girls to get mad, but
Yeah, the Beehive will come at us now. I love B. Now she's in a league of her own. But again, when you talking like music wise, then you know,
We always gonna respect Beyonce. You
yeah.
know,
yeah, we're gonna
regardless, we
respect
always gonna do it.
Beyonce and we're gonna respect Renaissance.
Hmm.
Shout out to Beyonce
Are
for
y'all gonna go to the concert? Are we saving
oh,
money for that or no?
I
I'm
mean,
I
not.
did buy the box, the box that came out in July. I
mhm,
did buy it because I hadn't been to any Beyonce concerts.
mhm.
But I was like, let me go and get this box. And yeah, I like the fact that it was a CD in there. But what I feel like she should have did was actually have like
A flash drive, a picture book.
a picture book. Yeah, that
Oh,
would have really.
like a CD cover from back in the day.
Yeah, because I mean, it was an actual CD, so she should have went on ahead and did the whole
Yeah.
shebang. But it was just like a sleeve, the cardboard sleeve that you put the
Mhm.
CD in. Yeah.
I got the vinyl. The vinyl has some picture,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
and I've been to a Beyonce concert, and it was not the best concert I've ever been to.
Oh,
It's like number 2, but it wasn't the best. So I mean, I've seen her, so I ain't about to pay no $1,500 or however much.
We
that's a
here.
lot.
We
Mm,
here.
we ain't doing that. But I've seen her, so I think I'm gonna be
Yeah.
all right.
I
Sidebar.
myself.
Speaking of $1,500
Mhm.
tickets for concerts, do y'all know Jeezy's symphony concert here in Atlanta? The tickets is $1,500.
Oh
The-
no.
And I
Wow.
said, listen, Jay Jenkins from Macon, Georgia, if you don't sit your ass down,
Mm-mm. He gonna
He
be in there.
got with that Asian,
$1,500.
he got with
Prices.
the Asian lady and tried it.
That's all who gonna be at that concert for him and her.
Is what?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Baby,
I
we're
don't
gonna move.
know
Go.
anybody to see for $1,500. To be honest.
And
There's
that's in the back, like that's up in the nosebleeds. That ain't even
Mm-mm.
like floor in front of the symphony seats.
Mm-mm.
No.
there's no one
No, one, not
No,
one.
not Nan. Not Nan.
Mm-mm.
for $1,500.
They would have to They would have to resurrect Prince Rogers Nelson for me to pay $1,500.
They
And
would have to dig Michael Jackson up
yes,
off that place. I'm talking about dig. Put his bones together, reassemble his skin, turn him back into dark skinned Michael Jackson.
Right.
Me to
The
pay.
hair before the Pepsi commercial. Okay.
I damn sure paid $1,500 to see the melanated Michael Jackson perform.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm seeing
I'm here for that.
melanated Michael Jackson, and I'm becoming Dirty Diana for melanated Michael Jackson.
you better drive me to your house, and we better spend a weekend at a cabin. Mm-mm.
And you need to pay a month of my rent
Yeah.
for me to pay $50, because my rent is more than $1,500. Let's start there.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we got to talk about this. The queen, well, not the queen, but the princess of R&B.
No. I thought
Which
you saw
wife?
white lady.
Nazi.
I was at home. Which wife? I love it.
What y'all think about Irv Gotti still being bitter? This all happened in 2022. It seems like eons ago, but this transpired in 2022. And this man was still hurt off Ashanti.
Light skin behavior.
Baby, you're light skinned.
I know.
That's why we can say so. Hella emotional.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about it.
It's horrible. It's
Tell
horrible.
me more about light skinned behavior.
Well, it's men light skin behavior. You know, they get
men.
yes, they get besides themselves, and it's just what? Why are you saying this? He seems little too, you know. So he has all the things going against him.
Like 5'2" little.
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Little
Oh,
dick
little.
energy.
Okay, not
Yeah.
little in the other.
Yeah, little dick energy too. Yeah.
Oh.
For sure.
Absolutely.
He's way too aggressive for this.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he's way too much. And so you had a whole wife. That's what I'm concerned.
Okay.
Like that lady. I feel bad for that lady.
I
Like,
feel bad for Deb. Remember Deb? Remember they was on the little first wives situation?
oh, that's her name, Deb. Okay.
Yeah, her name Deb. Her name is Deb.
Oh.
I remember the reality show. I remember what
It
she
was called First Wives.
That's
It
what it was.
it was DMX wife or Gotti's wife.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
That's old school reality.
Right. That's
Yeah. It's sad though, because it's just like, come on, man, you're a grown ass man. You got a wife and children, and you see Shanti living her life, her best life, and it's just like, why do you want to do that? Like,
It just
let that
seems like
girl
there's
go.
a recurring theme here, you know. The women got these men kind of bothered a little bit by being empowered and being confident and all that good stuff. Because what's his name? Oh, waterhead ass. What's Wendy Williams' ex? He
Oh,
just got
Oh,
done saying something about her
oh my
too.
God.
yeah, that was like what this week? Yeah, last week he said something
He
He
sure did.
tacky.
he can't even pay his rent. He needs to, sir.
The rent, sir.
Pay
Kevin
your,
Hunt.
you and your side woman and your side baby. Pay your rent.
Mm,
And she got to be salty because you thought that you was about to get with this man and
mm.
ride the windy money train.
And now
And we
both
can't even touch our own money.
And now y'all about to be in the food pantry line.
ooh,
Mm,
as they
Damn
should,
shame.
as they should be.
Damn
shame.
shame.
Ooh, child. Now we're going to move right along that had white America in a frenzy.
Uh-oh.
White America lost their ever loving mind when Haley was announced as Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Speak on
You know what? This is interesting, all right. So I used to work with this girl, and her favorite movie was Little Mermaid. Like she came to work with the Little Mermaid lunchbox. I'm talking about 24-year-old,
A
25-year-old
grown,
woman.
a grown
She
up.
was just into it. That was her thing. So I follow her on Instagram. When I tell you this bitch ain't said shit about this live action movie, not a damn thing.
Because she's
Cricket.
hurt.
it. Feelings.
But I'm sure in private, she's seething.
Mm.
Yeah, if she was that deep into The
She
Little
is.
Mermaid, well into the 2000s,
Oh
Girl, she's
yeah.
pissed, okay? I know she is. And I
I
love it.
just don't. I don't like the idea that they didn't even give it a chance. I feel like if the movie would have come out and she would have flopped, then you can have all this vitriol. But the
Yeah,
fact that you just have a vitriol for a cartoon character,
right.
And a mermaid at that.
it's not real.
It's not
It-
real.
At all.
We talking about what's his name? Sebastian is a whole Jamaican.
He a
Come
Jamaican.
on, really?
They in
right.
the Caribbean. They
They're
all
in the
Jamaican.
Caribbean. So then that means they're black
Caribbean.
guys.
They're
Ridiculous.
black.
Tanae, have you ever seen 300? You see, they love. They don't care. They want to have all of it. Okay.
They want to have every single thing. And Haley girl, we love you. And
Love you,
we'll be
girl.
there at the movies supporting you. I might even get my locks colored red.
I'm gonna come in with a good red wig from Beauty Master.
Not from you,
Okay.
Come on,
Angie.
come on. I want a long ass weed. It be tickling my. Okay, that's what I want. I want it all. So we're just gonna say here that we support you, Haley, and we're gonna be there. And to the whites, it's a cartoon.
Y'all be all right.
They
Get over
so
it.
All right.
so
There's other things. There's other things to be in an uproar about,
Like
like
the
Black
other 50
Lives
million Disney movies that you guys are the main characters of.
Matter, or that.
Go watch that.
Now, guys, we're gonna move on to Black royalty. I know people have said Beyonce got cheated on, but something about this person getting cheated on did not feel good to our souls, did not feel good to our spirits, and it really collectively hurt us. And that is the Queen, Nia Long.
Mm-hmm.
Speak on it.
I think it's because she is the epitome of natural beauty. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like now you can make yourself, anybody can be cute because they putting all this makeup, all this surgery, but like she can come outside with nothing but lip gloss and still be like top tier. So I think that's the problem, like because she's so pretty, you know. And
Very
what's
Yeah,
nostalgic
a
of the
fight?
90s, like just
Yeah.
very just pure, and gives us that, oh God, of the 1995, 96 vibe. Just
yeah,
your Aaliyahs, your Halle Berrys, your Nia Longs, your just
yeah.
that era is just we love that era so much, and you don't really hear any. We never really heard anything bad about Nia Long. She
Never.
stayed
You never heard.
in her
You
lane.
never heard anybody, even people who have worked with her, from men to women, have never said anything negative about Nia Long. You've heard people say things about Beyonce, especially early in her career, about
Mhm.
her, personality, so to speak. Now she might be very sweet, but you've heard rumors. You've
Mhm.
never heard negative rumors about Nia Long. So collectively, it felt like we all got cheated on. You know what I mean?
Devil's advocate though. Nia was with this man for how long? Engaged.
Many moons.
That's what I
So
was.
listen, we love Nia, but as we all know as women, where do we take accountability to be like, okay, something there wasn't quite right in the mix there, because if you want to get engaged, then that means you think I'm a great candidate to be your wife.
Hmm.
And engagements aren't really made to be that long. Now, I mean, if you want to do that, you got to come out. Carmela Anthony's and Lala's, they did it, quite long too. But it don't take that long. So to me, it was something there, and I don't know if it was just they were trying to figure it out. But I mean, their son is what, 12,
13.
so 13.
I think he's 13. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. And
So
then
I
they
don't.
didn't know what was going on with our celebrities back then because there wasn't no social media. So we don't know what Nia, we just know what we know now. You know what I'm
We
Mhm.
had to wait till that Vibe and Right On came out.
saying? Right.
And that's sister to sister.
Hmm.
But even
Mhm.
back then, nothing bad was reported. I think, to your point of devil's advocate, something that we don't take account in. Sometimes a woman might want to be in a long engagement because of their business, and they don't want to merge because a marriage is business, it's a contract. So
Hmm.
merging that business with his business, but maybe that was them openly saying that we're in a committed relationship. So we're gonna
Uh,
say that, so we're
it's
gonna
ways
say,
around it, because if Giselle can drop that Tom Brady in 24 hours and get a divorce, and they both worth a gazillion dollars,
yeah.
I feel like that's not really an excuse. You can go and do anything and make sure that, your money and everything is okay. We could figure this out later. It's always ways around it. I feel
So like
like that's
a
not
prenup.
really.
Hmm.
I wonder if this was the first time he did it, or if it was just something that we all found out about because of who he cheated on her with.
I think that's what it was. I think because it was a white woman who was the wife of a top executive of the Celtics. I think that's where the scandal comes at. And I think a lot of women might say, you can do your thing, but don't embarrass me publicly.
Yeah.
I think that happens more often than not. And
Hmm.
Right.
so, like, even Wendy Williams has openly said this on her show. She said,
Yep.
I value marriage, but don't embarrass me.
Right.
Hmm.
Where I think she knew about Kevin's mistress, but where it
Yep.
crossed the line was what she said on her show, a baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not gonna pay for your side baby, and that's where it all crumbled. So I
That's right.
think maybe if Nia did know, or maybe there was a hall pass situation when it became public consumption,
That's when
that's
it was
when
an
it was
issue.
like,
Yep. That's what I think. I think it was just who it was.
Who it was.
yeah.
What Dr.
Hmm.
Umar say, he cheated with a valuable white woman.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
homeboy, the newscaster. They mad as hell at that nigga. What's his name?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
Yeah,
mad
from
at
Good
him.
Morning America.
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. They're so mad at him because they think like they're
Ooh.
like your wife is beautiful. And that's the thing, like black women, it seems like to get that caliber of man, you have to be like extremely beautiful. But when they cheat with who they cheat with, they be like super mid, as my son says. They're mid.
Mid.
I'm super mad.
Hmm.
And I think that's where everyone gets angry. Like culturally, right? Even the men, even though that there were some men saying everybody gets cheated on is Beyonce, but several men was like, "You're leaving Nia for this." I think that's where the issue comes in. That's
Yeah.
where the issue comes in. All right, we're gonna move right along to another queen. We love a good queen. We love when a good girl kind of gets with like a hood dude, and then she get pregnant. We're gonna go ahead and Rihanna,
Oh, we just
Riri.
saw her baby. That baby got the same forehead and everything. He
Oh,
is so cute.
It's giving forehead, but the baby is cute.
No,
he's
he's
cute.
very cute. Very little, cute little boy.
Looks like her
Has
family, her dad.
It looks just like them. Her face, they put a side by side of like their facial expressions,
Mm-hmm.
and he has her beautiful eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And do y'all think ASAP Rocky is gonna do right by Rihanna, or do you think it's gonna be like a temporary co-parenting relationship?
I hope it's okay.
I
I
don't
do.
think we see
I
them
want.
enough to even have that kind of opinion. They just kind of private, which I like. Keep it private, girl. Keep
Hmm.
it private because she's at that $1 billion mark, so anything can blow up that scene. But once children come into play, especially that young, it's like I hope they charge on and keep it going.
Who
Oh.
did y'all expect Rihanna to be with? I remember when
Hmm.
she broke up with Chris Brown, and he was really angry after they broke up like the second time, and he kind of made the comment, "Who else could you be with beside me?" He said that about Rihanna. Excuse me, and he also said that about Karuchi. He was just
Mm.
kind of like, "Who could you be with besides me?" And when he said that, not for Karuchi more so, but for Rihanna, I used to really be sitting in my home contemplating who could she be with. So, were you guys shocked that ASAP was the one who won the Rihanna award?
I didn't expect.
I'm auntie status. I don't even I'm not familiar with, maybe if you call out his music, but I don't
He got the
they
can I, if I hit one time, I'ma like her. If I
He was.
oh
advertise and
okay.
it
That's
ain't
something
safe
else.
for the black. And he used to date the model Chanel Iman. Remember the
Oh yeah,
supermodel?
and she recently got divorced from the
Her
football
guy,
player.
yeah. But he
Yeah.
was with her for a very long time with
Oh,
Chanel Iman.
okay.
So he's a rapper and he also models as well.
He acts too.
Oh,
He was in a couple of movies.
Yep, he was in the dope. Was he in the no?
Mm,
Chanel Iman was in the dope movie.
he was too.
Oh, he was too. Okay, yeah,
okay.
they were in the dope movie together.
I don't know who we. I don't know.
I would
Maybe
say Rihanna
Drake.
be more like with an exec, some somebody, uh, like somebody we know of, but we don't see. But like we know he's an executive, but we also know that he's in like hood, like somebody like Jay-Z best friend, like Tata. Like
Ah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like somebody that's connected to somebody, but they pay, but they still got a little bit of hood, but
hmm
got some business sense about themselves.
Mm.
That's why I probably would
yeah.
have put her, not necessarily him, but somebody like that.
Yeah. And I think that ASAP covers that because she's into fashion, she's in the beauty industry. He's into that world because he models for some of like the top brands. He's been in a lot of spreads even before Chanel Iman. He met Chanel Iman through his modeling, but also being like he has that edge about him. And I think most women like a man who has a little edge about him.
Hmm.
And I think that's what she was drawn to. So congratulations, Rihanna and ASAP. We hope that y'all last
Yeah.
for many moons.
Beautiful baby.
Very cute.
And the baby is very cute.
Mm-hmm.
So much has happened this year as we're coming to a close. What do you guys think about Lil Fizz ass crack on OnlyFans?
He said that ain't even his booty.
Yeah, he said it wasn't him. Do we
Yo.
believe him?
I don't. With the Chris Stokes and the era weird coming from, it's kind of like I don't know, girl, because
It's a toughie.
they be giving a
All
It's
very weird.
L'Oreal. It's
yeah.
All
L'Oreal.
very.
My bad.
If that one ain't his, I'm
22 was weird.
at it out. But that might
I mean, because who just, as a man, like, who just puts the phone, like, and just
No,
put it
somebody
right
took that
there?
picture. He tooted it up, and then they took it.
Mm.
But there was a video of like the cheeks
The
being
cheek.
spread. There was a video of the cheeks being spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody took it.
I ain't see. I don't know. I don't want to see nobody's asshole, so I didn't watch it. I didn't
I don't
click.
want to see my own.
Okay,
So
I
Mm-mm.
mean,
out there. Like I don't. I'm not into the booty hole, so I don't want to see nobody's hair. Mm,
So gross.
well, I
gross.
see them by default because I'm an esthetician and I wax coochies and assholes all day.
you
So
sure do. You
Ooh.
sure do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
ever do you
also,
judge them? Do you
ever
judge
see
booties?
people that you have to that you want to turn away?
Mm, no.
Does
It's
anybody ever come in there with not so great hygiene?
That's what I'm saying. Hmm.
um
Or do you have them cleanse themselves down before you get into
That
it?
little collar ain't gonna help if
I
it's
will say I'm blessed to where my clientele is very proactive. They know they're coming. So,
Mm.
they have some sense to, do what they need to do. Now, there have been some times earlier in my career where would be like, oh, well, I was just, I just came to go get a quick wax after I left the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I have those issues. And of course, as women, and I don't get offended because I'm a woman myself and things happen. And we all know just walk past anything and anything can happen down there. And
Mm.
so sometimes, you can tell when something's a little bit off. You can tell when somebody probably just got off their period or something. It's it's health. I don't think anything of it. I tell people all the time when but how do you feel about I'm like, do you ask your OBGYN that?
Mm-hmm.
They just come in, they do what they need to do, and they all right, see you later. That's just what I do. Just go in and make sure your husbands and boyfriends love to see you coming. That's it.
That's it. All right, we're going to
Mhm.
move on to something that just came in this week that has the internet in a frenzy, and that's Master P and Little Romeo, as now referred to as Romeo. I don't think I ever would have saw this coming. P has always been in the media as taking care of his artists, taking care of his people, taking care of his family. So to find out that he was actually taking care of people in the streets and not taking care of his home is
Mhm.
quite a shocking. How do you guys feel about that? Is it entitlement or is Romeo actually speaking out about something that needs to be spoke against?
They need family therapy. The end.
yeah. And the ex-wife said something. It's not the first time that this has been said. It's just because it's Romeo, but he's probably making a lot of sense. Like all the other kids
Mm.
probably are living check to check. We ain't heard nothing about Cypher, Neek, and whatever.
Tiffany and Hersey and Kersey and
Right. I mean,
Mhm.
but then your point, like he doesn't have to take care of those kids. They have. I mean, they're grown. You gotta, at some point, fend for yourself. I think Romeo's problem is he's portraying that he is, and
Mhm.
he doesn't. He's just like, be honest.
Yeah, and that's the issue. I didn't like a lot of people in the comments, even certain celebrities, like these kids are just spoiled, and I don't think that they took the time to read what Romeo was saying.
Right. I don't
He
think he's
stated,
spoiled.
No, because I think he worked for what he should have,
yeah, he should
been
be
entitled to.
compensated for what he was, which was one of the things that he brought out was the rap snacks, which he brought the receipts. Romeo has been the face of rap snacks since he was a child, at
Mm-hmm.
the tune of 11 years old. And he stated that anytime you have your face on a bag, you're supposed to get a percentage of that bag.
Yeah, that's your likeness.
He's been the face of the bag since he was 11. And he just pointed out the fact that my dad said that I would be taken care of, but he never put me on any of the paperwork. So he's getting all my royalties. He's
It's
getting
a
every.
it's a lot of parents who have done that too. So to me, it's not far fetched that he would say that. I mean,
Mhm.
we just got Britney Spears free a couple years ago because they had her under a whole conservatorship, and then Lindsay Lohan went through the same thing with her parents too,
Mhm.
right? As a child
Yeah.
star, and their
Mhm.
parents are their managers, and they think that they're entitled to all of their money. You can't take all of their money forever,
That they work for. That happened to the
right?
Coke. That happened
Absolutely.
to the Kokens. That happened to I don't know if it happened to the Olsens. I know it happened to the Kokens.
Mm.
I know it happened to Lindsay Lohan
Oh,
and a lot of child actors.
Yep.
Ty Bridges. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just you, we can go back, dating back to the '70s of this happening. But Romeo's point is, Dad, I stood beside you, and I've been working this whole time. So
Yep.
for the fact that people are like he's entitled, I could see if he was entitled and sitting on his butt waiting on a paycheck. We've
Right.
seen Romeo from ICDC, which that's something that he pointed out. He said none of my dad's kids were able to go to college, and you would think not necessarily that college has to be the thing, but based on that, what he was saying, that maybe that they wanted to go to college
Mm.
and didn't have the opportunity because maybe they didn't have the grades. But we know a lot of famous people don't have the grades, but they have the
Right.
money. So just
Mm.
the fact that there wasn't a college fund and all those things. So I'm gonna say that I'm siding with Romeo, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that Master P comes from an era where the parents don't want you, they don't want to be held accountable because they think that I put a roof over your head and I fed you, that is
Mm.
enough. But then you have also emotionally damaged a lot of these kids.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
so Master P, Percy Miller, I think you need to take accountability.
Which says a lot, though. I mean, because his first wife, like you all were saying, he cut her off, and it was kind of like you done had all these children. They were together for years,
Years.
and you don't have enough respect for the mother of your children to take care of her. It's
Mhm.
just like whatever. Well, you didn't work for it, but she kept you home. It's a lot of work.
Your home, she kept your children. And that's one thing I could say about Diddy. Whether he commits to these women or not, he takes care of his children,
Yep.
and he takes care of the mother of his children. And
Mm-hmm.
he even took care of Quincy, who's not his bio son, but to
Hmm.
this day takes
Yep.
care of that young man.
I don't have anything bad to say about Diddy because what I love about Diddy is what most men don't have the quality of, and that's being upfront and
Mhm.
giving women the option.
Yep.
Give me the option. Don't try to make it seem like it's something when it's not. Like that's where a lot of men mess up. And he's like, "Listen, I'm single. I'm having fun. This is what I do." And even in, I don't know what if it was the Caresha please or he's like, "I just never saw myself being married," and that's just and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, but
Not at all.
own what you want for your life and give that option to whoever you're dating or want to be around. Like, hey, this is not my life. That's not my path or what I want. However, when you are with me, I'm going to treat you right. I'm going to treat you like the queen that you are. I'm going to make sure you straight. I'm still going to be a provider. And
Mhm.
I can respect that. Like, because most men that are, want to frolic around, they don't tell you that. Like, oh, no, this is what I want. Or, yeah, I want to be with you and all you want is to have fun because 9 times out of 10 we probably just want to have fun too.
Yep.
Yep, just be honest. Which leads me to this generation's father, Abraham, Nick Cannon. He also has been.
but they all know too. So he the
That's
same.
what I'm
They
saying.
say
That's my
he
segue.
know.
That everybody knows their position. Everyone has agreed to their position.
Yep.
To the men out there, we love an honest man.
Honest.
Be honest, and you can live the life of Diddy and Nick Cannon. Y'all
But
not
wait.
living the life of Nick Cannon because you're poor and you're not honest.
Okay. Well, let me play devil's advocate. Do you think that he's really going to have the ability to really be present with all of these children?
He said
Absolutely.
No.
he
And he
already
said it.
he
So
said
how's he gonna?
He said that he feels bad about it. I think that what he does, that I think that he does, that some men don't even do, that have who have way less responsibilities than Nick Cannon, because he does work a lot.
Right.
That Nick takes the time to FaceTime his kids, talk to his kids, and spends time when he can. There are men who are sitting on their couch that have nobody's job,
Right.
won't pick up the phone to call their kids. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that he's gonna do what he can,
Mm-hmm.
but he's also working himself to death. That's why he was just recently hospitalized, because
Yeah.
he's working all these jobs to provide for these kids. And he just did an interview saying that he feels bad that he can't spend time with them. which is also kind of contradictory because it's like, well, sir, stop
Stop.
making babies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
And it's like because he's trying. Oh, we're gonna make excuse. Oh, he's doing what he can. You spread yourself that thin, so
Yeah,
that's what you need to do. You need to say he's at 12 now. That's crazy. But I mean, we've seen people have that many kids before, like you said, not really do much. But know your limits. That's like you going to a bar and drinking up a whole bunch of alcohol because it's free. You know you're gonna be
yeah,
sick. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Stop. So maybe there's something there. I don't know. I don't know Nick Cannon personally. Maybe there. I know, knowing his story from following him from a teen when he was on Teen Nick and all those, that he attributes his success to his mother and to his grandmother, and that the dad wasn't present. So maybe he feels a need to populate the earth, to say that at least I can take care of my kids. And for some men, being able to financially take care of their kids is being a man or being
yeah,
there for their kids. So, and before we close it out, I just want to, we're going to close it out with Takeoff. And not only Takeoff deaths, 2022 brought us a lot of deaths, ranging from Aaron Carter, who was suffering from drug addiction that we don't talk a lot about with child stars, Leslie Jordan, who was an actor for many years, brought several people joy, Ray Liotta, we can't forget that laugh, his iconic role in some of the best movies, including the
Mm-hmm.
B movie. Even in the as a cartoon, he was iconic. Queen Elizabeth, um, PNB Rock, Bob Saget, David Arnold, and Coolio. What hurt me most about David Arnold's death is that he was starting to really come on the rise. I have been following him since his days of Comic View and his friendship with Kim Whitley. So to know that
mm-hmm.
he was really about to take off, and watching him, chronicle his family, and for him
Uh,
to die in the midst of that, that he's a person that overcame addiction, that he talked about openly.
Mm-hmm.
But lastly, the death that hurt me the most, that was so chilling, the death of Takeoff of the Migos.
yeah,
How do you guys feel about that, or any of the deaths that were mentioned?
That one was really crazy because he was to me the more quiet person, and that's
mm-hmm.
what really kind of shook me. Like, man, he was the most non-problematic, of not only that group, but just like a celebrity anywhere now. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of didn't do many interviews. He was just kind of chilling a lot,
Yeah.
and that's whack that he had to be the one to get shot. During all of the melee and all that stuff. So I was. Mm,
I feel so bad for like the remaining members, Quavo and Quavo for sure, because they grew up together.
Well, they're related.
Yeah, I
That's his
know,
nephew.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm related to a lot of people, but I'm not close to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have cousins who I'm not necessarily close to, but they were close, like cousins, like almost brothers, though. Like, did
that was
everything
his
together and
nephew. That was
stuff.
his nephew. Yeah.
Nephew, yeah, nephew,
It's
yeah,
sad.
but then when all that they weren't really getting along. So I know that probably was a different kind of hurt. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying? Didn't You didn't get a chance to work out whatever they had going on. We still don't know, but
mm,
sure that kind of hit him.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
still hitting them, I'm sure.
And then his mom that are fighting over his money now. So that's another
Oh man,
You
thing.
hate to see it. You hate to see it. I don't want to end on such a sad note, but we do want to say rest in peace, Takeoff. Rest in peace to all those who have died.
Quit.
Um,
Twitch. It's so many. It's literally like crazy.
so we'll end on this note in lieu of Twitch's death. I know they always say check on your strong friends, and I don't know how I feel about that sentence.
Yeah,
Check
me
on
too.
everything.
Because
Check every.
just because someone smiles all the time, that means that they're the strong friend. Like, no, just in general, see
Mm-hmm.
about your people.
Yeah.
See about your people.
Depression
Call.
doesn't have a look.
No,
Understand
it
that
doesn't.
depression doesn't have a look.
It doesn't. It doesn't have a look. So they've got all these pictures going around of smiling faces, talking about some. This is what depression looks like. No, it's not. Because some people are like genuinely happy. He could
Mm-hmm.
have been genuinely happy, and something within the last month or week could have torn him down. And all those pictures that they showed that he was happy, he could have genuinely been happy.
Been happy. Yep.
It's a complicated mental illness is a really complicated and layered, nuanced thing that people, don't always get right. People think that just because you're a celebrity and you have access to resources that, that means that you shouldn't be battling with depression because you got the money to see a therapist or whatever it is. But you just never know. Gotta lead with kindness and grace.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right. And I'm glad that you said that they think that you have the money to afford the therapist. I'm glad Fantasia spoke on this recently. That
Mhm.
just because you're a celebrity, which means you're plastered everywhere, doesn't mean you have money. So you might
Mhm.
not have the money to see a therapist.
Right.
Rappers are just now getting their teeth fixed. Shout out to Cardi because she made it
Wow.
cool to get your teeth fixed. That's an
Mm-hmm.
expensive expense. A lot of times, those celebrities, or especially in the music business, you have to recoup what they gave you. So you don't necessarily have money. You're given an aesthetic. You're
Yep.
presenting a lifestyle. So again, check on your people. Me and Ken every day we send each other something funny to laugh at. Just to laugh because
Mm-hmm.
life is hard. The days are long. Sometimes the days are difficult. The three of us on here are mothers. Ken is taking care of her mom right now. You know, just different things that could take you down throughout the day. Something could have happened at work where a coworker upset you or your supervisor upset you. That can just take you down, or a spat with your siblings, or a spat with just anybody. Anything within a 24-hour span can take you down. So, as I posted earlier, be kind to people. You never know what someone is going through. And it doesn't mean that they've been going through it for months, weeks, or days on end. It could have just happened within the last hour.
Yeah. But wait, can we just leave on a little bit higher of a note? Can I just say this?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Can we just say can we talk about Ray J and versus Omarion?
Till my baby's born.
What was he doing? Wait, what was the dance?
Till my baby's born.
Maybe he ain't sound like that. He ain't sound like
I
It
know
was the
there's
dance for
enough
me.
Ray J slander around these parts because that's
Mm-hmm.
my sister's brother. That's
I love
Brandy's
Ray J.
brother.
that. Mm-mm.
I love Ray J.
And we realized Omarion really ain't got the tunes. I feel like Ray J had a little bit of voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he try. He like that
Yeah.
uncle that used to could sing.
Yeah.
He used
It's
to
still
sing.
there. You can
Oh
hear
man.
it. You can
Yeah,
hear it a little bit.
because he done had too much burr.
Too much
Mm-hmm.
what? Too much burn?
Burr. So
Oh,
he.
well,
Mm-mm.
I can't leave Tynee Talks without true Tynee Talks fashion. Of y'all giving y'all shout outs. It's the end of the year. So we're leaving 2022 with this recap. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. We covered as much as we could. I know there's many more. Elon Musk taking over Twitter and Black Twitter in a frenzy because Black Twitter makes Black Twitter and Black Twitter makes the world go around.
Absolutely.
But we'll end this off with what we're going to leave in 2022 and what we're looking forward to in 2023. And we'll start with Shaniqua.
Me? Okay. I'm gonna leave this weight in 2022, and I've done really well trying to keep it off, and so I'm looking forward to losing more weight and maybe getting in the gym. I know that's like a cliche thing. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but I'm really taking it seriously this year. I've really taken my whole health seriously, my mental health, my physical health, making sure I'm breaking the traditions of high blood pressure and all of that stuff. So that's what I'm taking with me into 2023 is I'm gonna be in the gym. In 2022, I left the pounds.
Period. And you look good, by
Hey.
the way.
Thank you.
Look very good. Shanita, what are you leaving in 2022 and what do we want in 2023?
Girl, I don't even have no idea what to leave. I'm just going, I don't know. I can't even think of anything I want to leave, but I mean, 2023, money. I need more money for 2020.
Money.
Need money.
I
That's
agree
all.
with that.
Everything else is falling into place, but I mean, we can always use more coin.
Yeah.
Amen.
Absolutely. Amen.
Kenny Ken, what you leaving in 2022? What we expecting? What we manifesting in 2023?
I am don't necessarily have to leave anything in 2022. You know, we always have that, oh, I'm leaving behind so and so. These folks only got 7 more days to talk to me and my
Yeah.
listen, if I need to cut you off, I'm cutting you off today. I'm not waiting till tomorrow or anything else. But thankfully I have a great surrounding, great friends, great family. I don't have to cut anybody off. What I am going to continue to do is be disciplined with me being full-time student, having my own business and working a part-time job, discipline, time management, and continue to do well in school. I got 3 A's, 1 B, 3.6. Hello.
We
So
love an educated queen.
yes. So I'm just going to continue to do that and manifesting some more love, life, more travel. I only got to go to Jamaica and to Dallas to see my cousin Tynee get married, but I'm used to traveling and being on the road. But so some more traveling and just good life, good health.
Good life, good health. 2022 was fantastic. It was filled with shocking thrillers and adventure. It was so much that happened in 2022. So, for 2023, we hope to have a baby.
Hmm.
So we're looking forward to a baby in 2023. More life, more love, and of course, more laughter. Make sure y'all tune into Tynee Talks. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And help me grow. I plan to give more content, better content, and not be afraid to live in my shine. Sometimes I dim my light more than I should, and I want to shine more in 2023 and not be afraid of that. So peace out. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye,
Happy
2022.
holidays. Happy New
Happy
Year.
holidays.
Happy
It was great
holidays.
seeing you ladies.
And
Yay.
peace. Bye.
Bye.